Grand Rising YouTube. Back at it again. We out. Doing what we need to be doing. Leveling up. Out in nature. Feeling great. Feeling good. While going through shit. So the topic of discussion for today is how to deal with a fucking toxic ex karmic partner who's been exposed. Oh shit. Just recently I had a conversation with my ex. And I asked, for closure. Even though I know I wasn't gonna get that shit, but I asked her dumb ass just to see what type of bullshit she's still on, and sure enough, she's still on bullshit as always, because she's a karmic. So what can you do? You can't change them. I ain't not even trying to change the karmic. It's just the fact that she thinks I don't know what the fuck she been out here doing this whole entire time. So I asked her dumb ass. I said, so since we're going through this divorce and separation and all that nonsense or whatever, I already know you got a new nigga. You've been with him already. And of course, just like a narcissist, they're gonna deny it. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So, going into that, I just want to see. Let's pick her brain just a little bit. She ain't got no brain at all. Nor does she has common fucking sense. So, I asked her stupid ass. I said, so, have you moved on yet? The narcissists, you know how they like to play on words and be manipulative as fuck. Her response was, you can't open one door unless you close the other. And I looked at her dumb ass like, bitch, you've already had multiple doors open. Fuck are you talking about? Like, why won't you just, I don't understand it with narcissists, bro. Like, when they know they've been exposed, by them exposing themselves without you even having to lift a finger, say any goddamn thing about a narcissist, they always expose themselves to you. And when you're dealing with a narcissist and a karmic mixed into one, who likes to dabble in spell work, who likes to play on words, play on people's emotions. You ain't playing with my emotion, bitch, because I already know who you are, so you can't fool me. I've known who you were for the longest. It's just that you had me under spell work, doing love bombing, keeping me stuck, so I wouldn't be able to move on. Now that the mask is falling off, you in hiding now. That's what narcissists and karmics do. When they get exposed and they tell on themselves, they want to go hide. She can't hide anywhere. The whole world knows that she's for the fucking streets. It's facts. Her family knows. Her family talked her into doing that shit. And now her family don't even fuck with her. Which is sad, because they set her up for failure. And now she's about to receive her karma. It's already here. It's been happening. It's just that she won't come out out of hiding, so she can fully get her full judgment by the Most High. So, but it's coming. Either way, she can't run from it. She's been trying to run. The devil didn't left her ass alone because he can't do nothing about this shit anyway. It's about to happen. The tower is already here. The divine has already stepped in. The divine is getting ready to whoop your ass spiritually. Your ancestors don't fuck with you. You've done a lot of toxic, chaotic shit to a lot of people. You've hurt a lot of people's feelings. A lot of people that you've been involved with, you're money hungry. You don't know how to love because you don't love yourself, first and foremost. Because if you loved yourself, you wouldn't be out here doing half the shit that you was out here doing in these streets. But now that you can't do it anymore because you've been exposed, you're hiding. You're fucking hiding. And then you're trying to take it out on the kids. Narcissistic traits. That's what they do. When they can't get to you, the divine, the collective, they want to go after your kids. They want to talk down on them, make them feel bad about themselves so they could try to uplift their karmic ass energy. Shit not gonna work. You can't do that to a child. And that's bad parenting 101. She won't even let me see my kids. I used to be able to FaceTime my kids. Now she didn't told them to stop reaching out to me. Like, who does that kind of shit? A narcissist, a karmic, because she's upset that she knows that I know. I've already pulled the cards on her dumbass. Little does she know. And her little minions that have been gang stalking me, following me around, they're upset too. Because they finally realized that this dumb bitch was doing this shit for no particular reason. And now they're involved in her karma. So whatever karma she's going to receive, they're going to get that shit too. For believing in all the toxic lies, the negativity, the gang stalking, the gaslighting, the love bombing, the spell work that she's put on them too, to keep them bound and trapped to her so she won't feel alone. She's very fucking toxic. She's evil. She's very vindictive. She's a person that wants to sacrifice people for life insurance policy. Money. Yes, I'm exposing all this shit, ho. Because you're not about to get me. You've already tried numerous of times. And then you had family and friends join in with you. Like you think I don't know what's been going on? I already know what's going on, you stupid bitch. But your day is coming. And I've already won. And no, this is not a rant. This is just me purging this shit out. Because it's time for you to get out of my energy and stay out of my energy. For once and for all. You were nothing but a karmic lesson. And I wish I would have never married your stupid ass. But you were sent in by family members to keep me stuck. So I wouldn't get to this point where I'm at right now in my divinity. But we here now. We strong with it. And there's nothing y'all can do. Y'all can't stop me at all. So, we're going to continue to talk about this shit. Going forward into the future, we'll be able to help other people who are going through these type of situations, being married to the person that you thought was your person, and then come to find out they've been living a double life. They've been out here selling themselves short. They don't know how to love themselves. They don't know how to love any fucking body. Then they want to play victim. Put the blame off on you like you were the cause of all of this. I wasn't the cause of all of this. But what I will say, I take accountability for feeding into your bullshit ass ego. Shit's trash. Only reason why you got to be where you are right now is because you were standing in my light. And so when we were together, people saw you as, oh, she might be spiritual too. No, bitch is a karmic. She was feeding off of my energy. Now that she can't feed off that shit, she's dying in the inside, literally. You look a fucking mess. You need to go heal yourself. You need to go sit down and talk to somebody. Go get some help. I'm praying for you. I've forgiven you. I don't even hate you at this point. It's sad that you're this type of person. But there's nothing I can do about that. It's just who you are. And I've accepted that for the fact. And it's time for you to let me go. Release my energy once and for all. You have your karmic. You manifested your karmic, a karmic with a karmic. So now be with your karmic. Enjoy that because you ain't getting the proper love. You'll never get the love that I gave to you ever again. And all your relationships are going to fail due to all the shit that you've been doing. Not only to me, but all the other people you were fucking over when you was out in these streets doing what you were doing, being for the streets. Now nobody's fucking with you and you have to settle for your weak ass karmic. And he don't even fuck with you like that. So now you stuck and looking stupid with your karmic ass friends. I'm sure they're in regret for even crossing paths with your dumb ass, but they stuck now. They too far deep in with you. They can't go back because they already know that karma is coming for them too. They already know the streets is talking. They talking behind your back too. Laughing in your face like a dumbass. However, all the niggas that you fucked over, all the shit that you sent out via text, email, FaceTime, whatever the fuck you was out there doing, sending pics, videos, niggas have that shit. So there's nothing you can do, say. Can't run. Your karmic got you on lock because I'm sure he has photos of you doing shit that he could easily put out and just end your life with. But you will not do that to me. You're going to release my energy. You're going to release me and let me go out of this marriage because it's done for. You can keep that last name, all of that. I don't want none of that shit because I'm changing my name anyway. So it doesn't fucking matter. All I ask is that you release my energy, let it go, because I've detached a long time ago. I do not love you. I don't even know who the fuck you are anymore. And I'm glad you finally shown me your true colors. I knew all along. My intuition was telling me all along that you was a fuck girl. All along. It just took me to build up the courage to finally go put that paperwork in. To finally say, fuck you. I know my worth. You ain't worth half the shit that I went through with your stupid ass. You're not. You're not. And I'm overly upset that I had a kid with you. That I was the only blessing that I got out of that toxic ass situation. Dealing with the fucking devil. You work for the devil. It's clear as day. Because nobody in their right mind who they say that they truly had feelings for will put a life insurance policy on their head and then try to execute the plan by trying to kill me and get me out of the way so you could live better. So your dumb ass can collect the money off of trying to kill me and then going to go live happily ever after with your karmic. It's not going to work. You can't get rid of me. The divine has already got me highly protected. You know that by now. You've been in my dream state. You've been astral projecting to me, doing all kind of weird, wicked shit. And I've been beating you in my dreams. You and your karmic. So, yeah. Just let it go. Let it go. Just let me be great because you already know I'm destined for that. And it is what it is. Just move on. You've already moved on. You're just trying to hold on to me for financial reasons. Once I release myself, you know you in danger. You're gonna be in poverty. You ain't gonna be able to provide for yourself. And your karmic damn sure ain't gonna be able to help you. So all the shit that you've done in the dark is finally coming to light. It's coming to light. And it's just time for you to well, I won't even say man up. You act like a nigga, but you ain't no real nigga. Be a woman about your shit. Own up to it. Go through it. Learn the lessons, and then hopefully you go find your life purpose and learn from this. Because this was a lesson for the both of us. You wasn't for me. I wasn't for you. That was the lesson. The only thing we got out of this was time wasted. Because we were not compatible, clearly. The feelings wasn't there, clearly. You were only there for resources, clearly. The little resources that I had at the time, you were draining me of that so you could leave me out in the cold like you did. You forced me out of the house. You had this shit premeditated, pre-planned with you and your karmic. This shit was already in the works. Now that I'm out, you thought what you had planned was gonna work in your favor. Like the divine didn't see all that shit that you was doing behind the scenes. Like he didn't hear all them conversations that you had about me talking bad on my name with people who I told you didn't have your best interests. But you didn't fucking listen. Because you're a fucking karmic and you think you know every goddamn thing and you try to play God in people's lives. I'm not a fucking child. I told your stupid ass that numerous of times. I'm not your child and you're not just going to talk to me any kind of way. And that's why we always butted heads. You're a very violent person. You're mentally abusive. You tried to physically harm me numerous of times, throwing knives, trying to attack me with bats and shit. Like, I'm out here just doing the worst to you. I was never doing none of that shit to you. I didn't do half the shit that you was out here doing to me. None of that shit. But yet, since you couldn't control me and I wasn't confined to you living an open relationship, like, nigga, I am not Will Smith, okay? Sorry. You thought you were Jada Pinkett? No, bitch. You're far from that. You don't even look as good as Jada. And she's still a karmic. However, you need to let me go, bro. Like, seriously, this shit is done for. Like, why are you still holding on? Because you know where I'm headed. And you just want to be stuck to me so you can have ties in a sense. You have a tie to me. Through a kid. But just know that ain't gonna be happening forever. So I'll see you in court. Because I already know this gonna be a shit show. It's already been a shit show. I'm not afraid. I'm just ready for this process to be done and over with so I can finally walk away from your stupid ass and be happy. I'm already happy. I thank you for doing all of this. You forcing me out because it helped me grow and walk into my spirituality, my spiritual journey that I was destined to be on in the first place. But I had to go through all these lessons dealing with you and your karmic ass, demonic ways, because you're so fucking evil. You portray to be one person out in public like you miss goody two shoes, you're holier than thou in public, but behind closed doors, you're fucking demonic. You need help. Seriously, you need to go sit down and go check yourself into a hospital and go have multiple therapy sessions about healing your inner childhood wounds, because that's what that's all about. This shit has nothing to do with me. This stems from you being harmed as a child. And so now you don't know how to react. You don't know how to fully express yourself to people. You don't know how to love because you didn't receive the proper love. I seen it. I was there. I witnessed half of the shit that you went through. I know your family didn't love you and they still don't love you to this day. They used you up. I tried to get you to see that. I tried to get you to use your third eye to see outside of the matrix. But you was using these, lusting everywhere, out in the streets, doing what you needed to do. And you did that. You made a name for yourself. Don't be ashamed now. Own up to your shit, man. Like, seriously. You need to grow the fuck up. You a child out here in these streets, portraying to be a grown-ass adult, and you know nothing about adulting. You're very fucking codependent. You're an energy vampire. You're an incubus. You're a succubus. You drain people of their energies, and then you soul snatch. And then you go on to your next victims. Do the same love bombing bullshit to them till they realize what you on. And then they drop your ass like a bad habit, and then you want to double back to the one that actually cared for you, which was me. All them feelings is gone. I don't feel the same. I don't look at you the same. I don't even know who the fuck you are anymore. You're just a host. You sold your soul to the devil to work on the dark side. Now own that. If you're going to be a karmic, which you are, you've been doing it amazingly. You need an Oscar for that shit because you put on a hell of an act, boy. I tell you, one of the greatest actors out here that I know. You need an Oscar for the shit that you've been out here doing. So, just let it go. Move on and learn from the lesson. You can go tell your story too, just like I'm telling mine. But you need to go heal yourself first before you can do any of that. Any of that. And at first, it all starts with taking accountability, owning up to what you've done, first and foremost. Then you can take your next steps into the healing process. But until you do that, until you want to actually admit that the shit that you were not only doing to me, but other people as well, was wrong, you're never going to heal. You're never going to be able to possibly, switch this shit around. Because I already know your ancestors don't fuck with you. They don't. They don't. And you know that too. So you just lost out here because you won't stop playing in spell work. That's all you know. Whoever taught you that shit got you hooked on it, and you think that's all you can do. And then you're trying to do it onto the kids. You need to stop, man. You're going to end up hurting yourself. Or the divine is going to step in, and you already know what's next. I don't have to say that. And I'm not wishing that on you, but you need to stop. Like, seriously. You need to go get you some help. Admit your wrongs to whomever, and go heal yourself. Then once you've done the healing process, go be great. I want you to be great. I ain't wishing no harm on you, but you keep fucking up and playing in my energy. My ancestors is already on your ass. You already know that. They do not play about me. The divine don't play about me. That's why they forced me out of that situation. I now realize what I've been going through. It had to play out this way. There was no other way. Because I tried to help you numerous times, numerous occasions. I tried to save you from yourself. You didn't want to be saved. So, I'm moving on. That's that. I will, and I'm going to find my divine counterpart. Wherever she at, just know she's going to be loved. We're going to level each other up. That's just it. So the divine is working on that as we speak now. You know it. I know it. It's just time for you to let me go. Just let me go. And if you don't want to heal yourself, that's fine. You do what you've been doing. I don't honestly give a fuck at this point because you don't fucking listen. You're stubborn. You're hard-headed. You think you know everything. You think you're God and you're not. You need to stop doing that. Really. Because your reputation is tarnished out here in these streets. I'm going to just let you know now. So, streets been talking. So, it'll be best for you just go heal yourself and let it go. Leave it alone, man. Leave it alone. There's nothing wrong with walking in shame. I've been doing it. I'm not ashamed to expose myself. I'd rather live in truth than to live a lie. That's just me. But we not the same. We not built from the same cloth, obviously. So, two different breeds. But I hope and pray that you get you some help. You go do what you need to do. And find your life purpose. But you need to let me go. That's it. That's all. That's all I got to say.